Hello and welcome to PowerDrift. I'm in a Volvo SUV headed to the launch of Keeway motorcycles in India. There's a very specific reason why I've chosen the Volvo, and that I'll get to right at the end of this video, because right now I want to get straight to it. Here are the motorcycles. And the scooter I'm really excited about is this one. This is the Vieste 300, and to me it should become, in 15 days time, India's first genuinely affordable maxi scooter, because that's a 300cc engine, 19 bhp, 22 newton meters of torque. To give you a reference, that's about 4 more than the Aerox horsepower, that's about 8 newton meters more than the Aerox torque, and it's about 20 kilos heavier. So there is going to be more performance than the Aerox. You saw that's less more, but it should still be able to do a comfortable 100-105 down the highway. That's what I'm hoping for. And if it does that, you've got a great touring scooter in your hands. I wish that Mahavir Group hadn't actually launched it in this color, because the dark colors on all the 3 machines that I'm going to show you do take away from the styling a little bit, but this is a nice looking scooter. I'm really excited to ride it. As it is with maxi scooters, you do have a tunnel in the middle, but this tunnel also brings a 12-liter fuel tank, which means this thing will have genuine highway range. There will be a lot of storage under the seat, and there is a digital cluster, and this one also gets the Keeway Connected Suite, which has a lot of promise and a lot of features, which we'll talk about when we actually ride the scooter. The second product we have is a motorcycle. It's a cruiser. It's called the K-Light 250V, and the 250 obviously refers to the size of the engine, and it is a V-twin. What you should know is that all the 3 products today make the same horsepower, 19. And what Keeway clearly is doing here, it's using the larger 300cc engine in the scooters to extract more torque. Well, this should be a torquey machine, but it's a 250cc motor. Now, to me, we haven't ridden this motorcycle yet. The spec is quite basic and all of those things. We'll figure all of that out. But tell me what you think of the design, because this is not really something that looks like a traditional clean-line cruiser. It's a little bit street rodish, but it's a little bit busier than that. What do you think about the design? Let us know in the comments. Obviously, I've said this already multiple times. These dark colors are hiding a few things from us. We'll take them out into the light very, very shortly on PowerDrift, and then we'll figure out more of what's going on. So today, one scooter done, one motorcycle done. Let's move on to product number 3. And the third machine entering the market, and notice how I've slowed the pace down, is because we're in the 60s. That's officially called the 60s. It is also a 300cc engine that shares the exact same numbers as the Vieste. So that's 19 horsepower, that's about 22 newton meters of torque. This thing is also roughly about 20 kilos heavier than the Aerox, so the performance will be similar, but there are differences. So while the Vieste gets larger wheels, this has 12-inch wheels. They're both 120s. You've got a 10-liter fuel tank instead of 12. The storage is only under the rider's seat because the pillion seat is fixed. But the point of this scooter is that it looks like a retro scooter, and I'm telling you, this grey color does not do justice to it. I want to see it outside in the light, but you will be surprised by how large and long this scooter is. And there is a point to be made about the ground clearance. You see the packaging of the Vieste, it reduces the ground clearance to 135 millimeters, and these are long wheelbase scooters. This one is a little bit better at 140. What we have to figure out is how that works with Indian speed breakers. But that all comes when we get to ride the scooter. Today, Keeway will introduce these 3 machines into the country, and that's actually the heart of the story. So now for the really interesting part of the video, which is what are the prices, where can you buy one? So let's get straight into it. The Keeway brand is going to bring 8 motorcycles to India, and all of them will be on sale by September this year. So this is a really aggressive push. What we know from the group is that they're going to have 125cc to 300 motorcycles spanning scooters, which have already been launched. These 2 are the only scooters that are coming, but there's 125cc retro naked motorcycles, 250cc retro nakeds, there's a 300cc sports bike in there. When this range fills out, I expect that the prices will range from 1.5 to about 4 lakh rupees ex showroom, which to me makes these 3 products sit between 2.3 to 2.5 lakh rupees. We'll know the prices very, very shortly. It could be as little as 6 days from when this video comes out. Now, that kind of an aggressive push will go into the Benelli showrooms, where Keeway and Benelli will coexist. This is something that Benelli and Keeway do more or less everywhere on earth anyway. And remember the thing about being in Hungary? Well, in 1999 in Budapest was when this company was created, Keeway, and Keeway started out with small displacement machines, but since then, since Qianjiang owned that company and all of that, it's grown quite a bit. The marketing head said, and therefore spoon of salt here, the marketing head said they have as many as 100 different products, and these are the first 8 that Mahavir Group has selected based on the idea that they will fit Indian conditions the best, and this range will only expand. But think about the network for a minute. This means that what's available in a Benelli showroom today will almost double when all of these 8 products come out. What will also double is the network itself. Today, the Mahavir Group sells Benelli in 45 cities through 50 dealerships, and they expect that in the next 18 months, that will become 100 dealerships in 75 cities. As you can tell, this is a really aggressive push, and that also means the rest of this year is all Keeway, 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 and the Benellis will return to the news. I'm going to say between April and June next year, including the new products, especially larger displacement products that are expected to hit the EICMA floor in November. So that's all there is to know about these things. Bookings are open today at 10,000 rupees. Deliveries will start end of this month or early June. And we will be riding these motorcycles and scooters as soon as we can and get you the whole picture. Until then, let us know in the comments what you thought about that scooter, and that motorcycle. Now, there's only one question left to answer. So we're back in the Volvo and it's time to answer the question, what am I doing here? Well, it turns out that Keeway and Volvo are cousins. I'm surprised, right? As are you. Volvo is owned by Geely, which is a massive Chinese corporation. Geely owns Qianjiang, which is a massive Chinese motorcycle manufacturer that operates through 4 brands, 2 in China and 2 they export. You're familiar with one of those brands, that's Benelli, and we've just met the other one. That would be Keeway. Cousins, who would have thought, right? That's all I have for you today. Please do leave us a comment and tell us what you thought of the motorcycles, what you'd like to do with the motorcycles. I'm asking you for story ideas. It'll be super interesting if you can give us the idea for the story. Do hit the subscribe button, the bell notification icon, so that when the story comes out, you get notified straight away. Give us a thumbs up. And if you like this video, show it to your friends because who knows, this might be their next motorcycle. Until the next time, thank you so much for watching.